This is a very long story. It takes a long time to explain, but as they were accusing me of having done things I knew I hadn't done, and they knew very well I hadn't done them, they were just creating any reason so that they could be very cruel to me. So I just wondered, why are they doing this? And I thought they were trying to give themselves an excuse for being violent. Then I thought, okay, then that means they don't like what they're doing. But maybe they've got orders to do this. I was just thinking that, and that time I was a student of social psychology, so I guess I was also using that to understand the situation. Or maybe anyone in that kind of situation wants to find answers, because you know, you feel that what is happening to you shouldn't be happening, and the people doing it to you know very well it shouldn't be happening. They're just using it as a tool for whatever. So when I felt I reached a point when I thought I was going to die, and I thought I needed to know why they were accusing me of things they knew very well I hadn't done. So I thought, well, if I ask them using words, they will not give me an answer. And I always say that when you're being tortured, most of the time you're looking down or away from the people doing those things to you. And also because you want to protect your face, because your face houses the eyes, and I think always you want to protect your eyes and your face. So you never see the face or the expressions on the faces of the people doing harm to you. So I thought, okay, if I expose my face and look them in the eye, I'll find the answer there without asking questions. So I did. I exposed my face, I looked them in the eye, and what I discovered there shocked me. I found that they were just very, very sad by what they were doing. They didn't like it. That's what I saw. And then I thought, oh my God, this is not what I expected to find, because the voices were, of course, loud and violent, and the actions and everything they were doing, I expected to see that in the face. No, it wasn't there. They were very sad, I felt. And I thought, oh, this is a big responsibility for me now, because I've got to address that. I just felt that, although I thought I was dying. And I thought, okay, look for something you have in common with them. Just say anything, because the whole day I hadn't said anything. I hadn't even cried. I hadn't screamed. I was just like a piece of wood. But now I thought, okay, let me find something I have in common with them and address that. I was pretty young at that time, in 1976. I married at a very early age. So I thought, now what do I have in common with these guys? They're soldiers. I'm a student. They're men. I'm a woman. They're old, much, much older than me. I'm young. I'm madly in love with my husband. I don't know what's going on in their lives. I don't know. What do I have? They have uniforms. They have guns. They have all these weapons and things they used to torture people. I didn't have anything. My clothes were already off, only covered in mud and blood. And then I thought, okay, but I'm expecting a baby. I'm married. They must also be married, and they must be having children. So for me, at that point, that's all I saw that I had in common with them. So I just, I hoped I had a voice still. So I just focused on one of them, and I asked, what did your wife cook for you last night? He was so angry. He was so mad. What? You're abusing my wife. How dare you? So he hit me more, and but every time he kept quiet, I would ask the same question. And then they would hit me, and then they stop. I asked the same question. I just stayed with the same question until one of them decided to answer. And then another one answered, and another one answered. And we sat under that tree, and that tree is still there at the university, and we just talked. And we laughed, and we talked, and I forgot what was going on. And in the end, they blew the whistle and withdrew all the soldiers. I mean, there were hundreds and hundreds of them at the campus at that time. And that's how it ended. I mean, there was many other things happened. But I noticed that whenever people were sent either to arrest me or kill me or do something bad to my husband or my family, I always ended up being friends with them in different countries in Africa. So that's when I discovered that, So you can work with people in very negative situations to help them transform the negative things they're doing, to make them positive. And very strange enough, that was in 1976, but just yesterday, 2002, I was asked to help mediate a certain conflict, and that was the group. Nobody knew I had any history with that group. That group didn't even remember me, because now I was a woman, I was mature, I was old. At that time when they did those things to me, I was a young girl.